hearings into the killing of more than 50 migrants from 9 West African countries who were passing through the Gambia on their way to Europe. The killings
violence against the
streets. Or how to implement the rights now.
There hasn't been a suggestion victim blaming.
I don't think so. I mean, we haven't really got any of the details yet on what actually happened to her, so thankfully.
And that's the point worth making. We have almost no information on that case.
Yeah. So it's at the moment we're just assuming what might have happened between where she was last seen and unfortunately where she was found. So I absolutely hope that those accusations don't come up, and if they do, I'm sure. And again, I do feel like whether it's people gathering outside, whether we're allowed to do that, whether that's be a turning point in the way these things are talked about and thought about.
Are you hopeful of that too?
Yes, I am hopeful. And can I just add that
for America
in cryptocurrency ever since? Lily, what was it about and perhaps
has sort of intellectual argument for Bitcoin from a question of weakness? But I think, with Bitcoin, it's a different question. And I think it's really, in many senses, it's an investment, but in reality that's not the argument for it anymore. So
to what extent do you think that the excitement then about Bitcoin that we've seen during the course of to the global pandemic?
But, this march up began first when the pandemic hit, price of the dollar, your dollar sitting in your bank account has become.
That we should be looking to Venezuela, that I had not realized. So Nathaniel said actually early on in the conversation was something I hadn't really thought about, which is that it all relies on trust. Nathaniel said that a lot of people around the world in countries with
BBC World Service and American Public Media co-production with iHeartMedia.
What attracts one person to another? Does having too many choices make us why you
get people of a good thing? Instead of being liberated by it, they get paralyzed.